This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grinnell Tiger Gymnasium for our first broadcast of the 2024 volleyball season as the Grinnell Tigers host the Vinton-Shellsburg Vikings. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Juni. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday night from Grinnell High School Gymnasium. I want to take a moment to salute our sponsors that help us bring these broadcasts home to you. They include Cirques Financial Services, Brett Nickel State Farm, Dairy Barn, Poly Eyes, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Prairie Lakes Church, Latitude Signage and Design, and Mayflower Community. And our scoreboard sponsor is Kurtz Collision Center. Also our business card sponsors, in addition to all those that I just listed, we also have Grinnell Firestone, Turnkey Realty, and that is it for our sponsors. So big tip of the hat to them.
Corey Hall Photography.
Corey Hall Photography. Thank you very much, Mr. Walker. Dan Walker, our Director of Operations, alongside me here from Tiger Gymnasium. And what a start for the Grinnell Tiger volleyball team. 4-2. They are coming off a loss, but it was to number 7 ranked Center Point Urbana up at Center Point. They lost 3 games to 1. But they come into this game ranked number 12 in Class 4A. And that is the first time in the program history they have been ranked by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Association. And to give you an idea just how tough the WAMAC conference is, 7 out of the 12 teams in the WAMAC are in the latest rankings. Now, the new rankings will come out this Thursday, so there probably will be some changes. But for now, there are 7 WAMAC teams ranked. In Class 4A, Clear Creek Amana is ranked number 4, Grinnell's ranked number 12, and Marion is ranked 15th. In Class 3A, Mount Vernon is ranked number 1, Solon is ranked number 9, Center Point Urbana, who the Tigers just lost to, is ranked 11, and West Delaware is ranked number 12. So very tough volleyball conference, and as Coach says, you to be the best, you want to play the best. So Tigers certainly getting their chops early. Tonight they host Vinton-Shellsburg. The Vikings come down from Vinton, Iowa, up by Cedar Rapids. And this is one of the 2 games that Coach Teresa told me, and you'll hear from him in our pregame show here in just a moment. But he told me that this is one of the losses the Tigers really felt got away from last year. They lost 2 matches last year that they felt they really just didn't quite have the zip and pep they need, and they're very disappointing losses. One was to Fairfield last year, and then the other one to this Vinton-Shellsburg team up at Vinton. So I look for them to be dialed in tonight, and them being the Tiger volleyball team, and so on and so forth. So we'll take this break here from our sponsors, come back and do our pregame. We'll have an interview with Grinnell Tiger head volleyball coach Zach Teresa. You're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Polyeye, third-generation owner of Polyeyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeyesgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polyeyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Back here at Grinnell High School Gymnasium, getting set for our first volleyball match of the season, first of 5 volleyball broadcasts we'll have for you. Grinnell Tigers hosting Vinton-Shellsburg. Earlier this week, we talked to the Grinnell Tiger head coach, Zach Cerisa, and here's his comments about tonight's matchup on our Grinnell Tiger Sports Livestream Network pregame here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. On our Grinnell Tiger volleyball pregame on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, talking with the Grinnell Tiger head volleyball coach, Zach Cerisa. And, Coach, thanks for your time. And so far, a pretty good season, 4-2. Had a tough one there at CPU, but team off to a great start. And I think you ranked number 12 in the latest rankings, the first time I think in program history. So if you can, in a couple sentences, sum up the start of the year for you and the Tiger volleyball team.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me and for giving me the time. I really appreciate all that you guys do to recognize the athletes in our community, specifically the volleyball program, as it's been in a few growing years here, And if I had to summarize it up, it'd be validating. Would be the word I would use. I think these girls have been working so hard the past couple seasons, and last season we saw a ginormous step in an amazing direction, but the results weren't there. We were losing matches against really talented teams. The record was 9-24. But we powered through it, and we learned from every opportunity we got. And so I think this season so far has been validating of all the hard work they've put in and all those growing steps that they've taken in the previous years, and all the hard work specifically that our ginormous senior group has put in over the last 4 years in Grinnell. So it's been amazing.
Now this team, you lost 3 seniors from last, but your big hitters are back. McCullen, Knowlton, Stensrud, Lavender, and good to see Aiden Gosling back out there. And how was that addition? How has that group grown from last year to this year?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, they've always been a really close-knit group. But to be honest with you, it's just been last year combating so many different injuries with so many kids at different times. It always seemed like as soon as one person got healthy, someone else got injured. It's been really great to see them use that togetherness and that closeness that they have, or what we call more like unity, and bring it onto the volleyball court now that they're all healthy and they're thriving. They worked really hard in the off season with a really awesome lifting program through the high school, with a ton of open gyms this summer that they all came to, high attendance all summer, to a bunch of scrimmage opportunities during the summer, like at the UNI camp where we took bronze, at the Central camp, all those other opportunities that they really took advantage of. So it's been great having everyone back and on the same page with what we want to accomplish.
I know all sports you have to be mentally tough as an athlete, but I think no more so than a volleyball because, let's face it, points are scored by somebody making a mistake most of the time. So how do you get your players? Is there a way to coach that to get your players just to have that mentality of, hey, it's over between points. You have maybe 5 to 10 seconds. You got to flush it and move on. Is that something the players just have to get on their own, or is there any coaching tricks? And the second part of that is, how is this team taking that step? Because it seems like their mental toughness has really grown from last year to this year.
That is the $1 million question, isn't it? How to get athletes to feel good about what they've done and move on from the less good things quickly. I think we set the stones last year for it of being okay with certain types of errors. From a hitting perspective, out of bounds is better than in the net. And so last year when we were training what is a positive error, we would get really, really excited when we may have hit the ball out of bounds. And we knew that if we kept on that, out of bounds swings would start to land it in and start to score more and start to be really hard to defend against. And so this summer we kind of saw us turn that peak of, well, it's no longer out, it's actually landing in by a few inches and a few more and a few more. And so really to move on from errors is to help them understand what are good errors, what are bad errors, what can we feel good about, what maybe do we need to reflect a little bit more on, and encouraging them that way to move on. Specifically with this group, the grittiness is amazing. Like they'll hit 3 balls out of bounds just barely, and that 4th one clips hands, and it's like, yes, that is why we do it. And like they've kind of figured that out on their own. So like the errors we are making right now are amazing errors, and I'm really, really excited to see what they turn into come the end of the season.
The other part of volleyball too is just that consistency, and that's where the good programs, the Clear Creek and Manas and those teams that go to the state tournament there. How has this team taken steps towards getting that consistency? What have you seen, and what have you and your staff done to help push them along to get, be that consistent team night in and night out, no matter who you're playing?
That's another amazing question that I think every head coach tries to figure out the answer to. I recently realized that it's not really an answer that I can find. It's an answer that my players find within themselves. I think they have their goals set and their eyes set on something much higher than just being a ranked team, which is amazing. But when we did get ranked, I was super excited. I was like all giddy and stuff, and the rest of the girls were like, "Yeah, that's cool." And it was like, well, let's enjoy this moment a little more. And they're like, "Coach, we have bigger aspirations than just being the 12 ranked team," and that was kind of cool for them to hear, or cool for me to hear coming from them. So. Working towards it every day, and I'm going to be honest, I forget the second half of your question. So could you say that again for me?
Well, just what steps, or have you seen that team, get to that level to maintain that consistency? Because that's a big part of. It's a part of any sport too, but again, no more so than volleyball. Just again, it sounds like maybe it's a balance. The coaching staff, user staff can push the players, but it's something the players have to also strive for. Is that being that consistent night in and night out, no matter who you're playing?
Yeah, we keep things simple in our gym. I'm not going to lie, we probably only have 5 or 6 different drills we do. We do different variations of the 5 or 6 different drills. So by keeping it simple, playing the version of volleyball we know works really helps us in those matches where it's like, well, what do? We do what we always do. We play the same game of volleyball. Nothing's changed. Ends up coming out on top for us this summer and this year so far. And then it really helps that a lot of our kids put in a ton of off-season work and have really grown a lot. Like one of our foundational pieces right now is Isabel Hart, senior setter. She just surpassed 500 career assists on Thursday. Just an amazing backbone of this team, and it's really nice. Just when the passers do all that hard work to put a good ball up, that Isabel can deliver every single time on that ball. So great digs and passes from Kennedy Harms, and then from Caitlin Smith back there, like just consistency. It's kind of helped elevate each player.
All right, well, Coach, we look forward to tonight's match against Vinton-Shellsburg, and let's hope we can keep that consistent play going and get another Tiger victory tonight. And thank you for your time, and good luck tonight against Vinton-Shellsburg.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
That's Grinnell Tiger head volleyball coach Zach Cerisa on our Tiger Sports Live Stream Network pregame show. All right, you heard from the head person himself, Zach Cerisa, the Tiger head volleyball coach, here on our Tiger Sports Live Stream Network pregame. We'll take this break, hear from a few more sponsors, come back. We'll have starting lineups and stats. As you say, you're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri-Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here at Grinnell High School, getting set to start our volleyball match. Grinnell Tigers hosting the Vinton-Shellsburg Vikings, a WAMAC conference opener for both teams. Vikings are coached by head coach Devin Kearns. They come in at first conference match for both. As you said, they are 4-6 overall. They went 2 out of 3. They won 2 and lost 3 in their own 17 tournament this last Saturday. They're led by senior Addie Qualley, senior outside hitter, 5'8", with 28 kills on the season. Josie Coots, another senior middle blocker, has 12 blocks on the year. Allie Erickson is their setter. She's a junior, 5'6", 81 assists and 77 digs. For those of you that don't know what a dig is, it's on an attack attempt by an offensive player, or what we would call a kill attempt. They bend down and they pop the ball up with their hands. That's called a dig if they get down by the ground, by the floor, and pop it up. And then for service aces, they are led by Bryn Wilden, another junior, with 9 service aces. So they go together this way, starting lineups for Devin Kearns: Josie Coots, Bryn Wilden, Addie Qualley, Haley Carr, Sadie Burke, a captain. Allie Erickson's a captain. We should mention Haley Carr is also a captain. And Camden Earhart, and the libero, is Molly Zeri, a senior libero. For the Tigers and head coach Zach Cerisa, they go together this way. Again, the first conference game for the Tigers as well. They are 4-2 overall. They lost in CPU last Thursday, up at CPU 3-1. They are led by Kendra Knowlton, a sophomore, with 42 kills. Also, other kill leaders for the Tigers: Aiden Gosnick, a junior, back in action this year, a middle blocker with 15 kills and 10 blocks. Mackenzie McClellan, a senior, has 44 kills. And we did mention Kendra Knowlton with 42, and Reagan Stensrud, a 5'10 senior, has 25 kills. The setter is Isabel Hart, a senior setter, 5'6", 132 assists, averaging 9 per game. And according to talking to some folks, one of the better setters in the conference, if not this part of the state. And then as far as digs, Kennedy Harms, the senior libero, 59 digs. And that's how they round out. So lots of senior lineup experience. They go together for the starting lineup this way for Coach Zach Cerisa: Aiden Gosling, 5'10 junior. Again, 15 kills, 10 blocks. We'll start in the middle. Mackenzie McClellan is one outside hitter, has 44 kills. Kayla Lavender, a 5'8 senior, has 18 kills and 9 service aces. Kendra Knowlton, a 5'7 sophomore, has 42 kills. Isabel Hart, the setter, a senior setter, 5'6", 132 assists, 9 assists per game. And Reagan Stensrud, a 5'10 senior with 25 kills. And the libero, number 10, Kennedy Harms, a senior with 59 digs. I just said, in talking to Coach Zach Cerisa before the game, this team last year, they lost up at Vinton-Shellsburg, and one of the games the Tigers didn't think they played all that well on. And Coach Cerisa and the girls had this one circled and want to show what they're made of. And off to a very good start, as you said, ranked for now number 4A by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. So, I mean, that's going to change. The rankings come out because of the loss, but still they are ranked for the first time in program history. One of 7 WAMAC conference teams that are ranked. So, very highly competitive volleyball conference. You can see Zach Cerisa. He is sporting the bright orange suit down there on your screen. So, not too hard to pick out Coach Z as he gets ready to introduce his senior-laden Tiger starting lineup. We'll take this break while they have the starting lineups and come back, and we will have volleyball action for you. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
All right, our national anthem being played, and we are set for volleyball action. Again, I want to remind you, our games, they play best 3 out of 5 to 25. It is rally scoring, so each team gets a point. When volleyball was first introduced to the state of Iowa, only the offensive team or the team serving could score. That didn't last but one season. They figured out that takes too long, so now there's points scored. You must win by 2, and it's 3 games out of 5 to the win. If it goes to 2 games each, they go to a 5th game. That it goes to 15, but again, you must win by 2. Our scoreboard sponsor is always Kurtz Collision Center, and our games, this first game brought to you by Brent Nickel, State Farm Insurance. So here we go, a pretty full crowd here on the Grinnell High School side for Tiger Volleyball. That's good to see, a good student section as well. Very vocal, you can hear them in the background. And what an atmosphere here for high school volleyball. We are just about set to go to get ready to play. The lead official up on the chair will point here in just a moment, and we'll get started. You may notice that certain players in volleyball, if you're new to watching volleyball, have different colored jerseys. Those are the liberos. For Grinnell, they're wearing a white jersey. For Vinton-Shellsburg, the Vikings, it's a yellow jersey. Different color because that person can sub in and out. It makes it easier to keep track of it. They do have a stat called the barrel tracking that is part of the official scoring. I'm not going to get into it, but they do keep track of that, hence the different jersey. Tigers to serve, and here we go. Serve is up, bumped up by the Vikings. Bumped into each other and up in the net, out of bounds. Point to Grinnell. Serving for the Tigers at time number 6, Mackenzie McClellan, the senior. Leads the Tigers with 44 kills. Right behind her is Kendra Knowlton. McClellan with the serve. Bumped up by the Vikings. Set play attempt. There's a kill attempt, and it is wide. Tigers up 2-0, as you see in our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Volleyball, unique sport in that the time you score points is usually by mistake by somebody, either by the offense or the defense. That pass, that serve, played off the chest, but they count it. Over now to the Grinnell side. Here comes a set from Hart to the right side. Nice hustle by the Vikings to get that back. Kill attempt, tipped at the net. Bumped up by Grinnell. There's a set to the outside. Big swing and a kill for the Tigers. That was number 8, Kendra Knowlton, a sophomore. Tigers lead 3-0. McClellan still serving. And that serve goes out. And there's a point for the Vikings. Some other terms you'll hear and things that pop up. We already tried to mention to you digs. There's things like short sets and kills. Those are attack attempts. As those things pop up, we'll try to help you out and explain those as best we can. There's a short set to the middle, right to the middle to Aiden Gosling, who hammers it home. When I say short set, that's what I was just talking about. We checked that. That was Kayla Lavender with that kill. My apologies. Kayla Lavender had that kill, short set. Normally the sets go high up in the air. That time the setter sets it short. The middle person swings in with the idea being getting the kill attempt off before the defense can get set. There's a misplayed serve by the Vikings, and Tigers lead 5-1, as you see in our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Of course, Friday night we'll have the home opener, TT Cranny in football. Tigers host Oskaloosa at TT Cranny Friday night here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Serve played up by the Vikings. Attempt back over, bumped up, and then the set over to Nolte. Big swing, tipped, and hits the ground for another point. Nolte's second kill of the night, and Tigers have everything going their way early this far, leading 6-1. Serving now is Kayla Lavender for the Tigers. Ball bumped up. You saw that hit the ceiling. We'll explain to that in a moment how that is okay. That kill attempt went out. 7-1 Grinnell. If you play the ball up and there's a timeout taken by Coach Devin Kearns, will take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Try Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here at Grinnell High School, first timeout taken by head coach Devin Kearns. Good timeout as her team trails 7-1. You saw the ball was bumped up and hit off the ceiling. If a player plays it on their side of the net, it bumps up and hits the ceiling and comes back down on your side, that is legal. You can continue to play it. So, again, something just to watch out for, a rule they had to put in the gyms, because some of those passes and things bounce up pretty high. So Lavender to the serve. There's a kill attempt by Vinton-Shellsburg. Bumped up nicely by Grinnell. Over to Nolte, and her hit goes long. Didn't get the snap through like you needed to. You saw her go up there on our camera. She had her wrist back, just didn't snap her wrist through. When they make contact, they have to bend the wrist forward. If you take and make a fist and then swing your arm down as you're making contact, then bend your wrist forward. That's what the hitters want to do. Didn't quite get that done. Now they're setting to the near side here to Stensrud. It's blocked by the Vikings. Now over to Nolte. Nolte with a tip. Off of Vikings, out of bounds. And Tigers get the point. They lead 8-2. Lots of good energy here by the Tiger volleyball team. And well represented by the student section. A very full house on the Tiger sideline here. Stenzu with a serve. Bumped up by the Vikings. Short set, or short attempt, a kill. Now a tip over by the center. That's the third hit. Vikings get it back over. Now Hart looks to set the middle. There's Gosling. She gets it in, yes. Aiden Gosling, another short set, gets a kill. And everything going the Tigers' way early, 9-2. Tigers with the lead in this first game. Our game is brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Scoreboard sponsor, Kurtz Collision Center. Stenz would serve a bullet. Bumped up nicely by the Vikings. Tipped over by the Vikings on the kill that time. Looked to be number 18, Camden Earhart. I believe got that one. So it's a point for the Vikings, and they will serve. The libero, number 1, is Molly Ziri, a senior. Will do the service honors. Bumped up by Grinnell. Hart, short set again. Gosling, big swing, but blocked. Back by the Vikings. Wow. Nolte with a swing, blocked, but this time blocked out of bounds. Point for Grinnell. So Coach Devin Kern's got to be happy with the blocking. Two of Grinnell's biggest hitters, both were blocked. One was blocked back in play, the other one blocked out of bounds. Result point for Grinnell. Now serving for the Tigers. Hard to see the number here. Looks like it might be number 9, Isabel Hart. We'll see. Bumped up by the Vikings. That's going to be 4 hits. You only get 3 hits aside. Oh, they actually called a net violation on one of the Viking players. Oh, number 2 is serving Danta. So Caitlin Smith serving for Grinnell. Thank you, Mr. Walker. 11-3 Grinnell. Bump up by the Vikings. That kill attempt hits the net, rolls back, never got over. Should be a point for Grinnell, and it is. Again, they play best 3 out of 5 games to 25. You score on every point. Tigers lead 12-3. Smith serve, bumped up by the Vikings. Set back to the middle, just a free ball over. We'll explain what that is in just a minute. Set to the middle, now a tip set back. A quick set over, but Vikings recover. Nice job by Vinton-Shellsburg. Now a set to the far side. Big swing off the block and down and out of bounds. Tigers get the point. On the kill that time looks to be number 6, Mackenzie McClellan, on that kill attempt. Successful attempt. Smith serve again. Fires in low. Nice dig up by number 14. That's Grace Fish in there, sophomore. Had to dive down to her knees, but bumped it up, but just couldn't control it. Another point for Grinnell. They lead 14-3. Coach Devin Kern's already used one of their 2 timeouts. Coaches get 2 timeouts per game. And here's the serve by Smith. Bumped up nicely by the Vikings. Set back to the sophomore Fish, and just long on a kill attempt. Again, you can see it there. Just didn't get the wrist snap and the follow through that you need to get that ball down. Another point for Grinnell, and they lead 15-3. There's a serve. That's just a miss hit by the Vikings. The Vikings serve receive player was backing up at that, and I know that they want you to get set, get your feet set, get a good base, and bump it up. It's just all Tigers right now, leading 16-3 in this first game. There's a bump, a set, and the hit over. Bumped up by Grinnell. Now set over to McClellan. Big swing by McKenzie. Blocked back and out of bounds. Returned by the libero. Nicely, Zerly had it, but just couldn't get it back into play. Big swing by McClellan. And it's 17-3 Grinnell. Wow, what a start for the Tigers and Coach Zach Cerisa. There's a free ball over. And again, when we get a break, we'll explain what that is. Bumped up by the Vikings. Another free ball coming up here. Oh, there's a kill attempt, and that's going to be wide and out. Devin Kern's consulting with her staff, trying to figure out a way to get her team some spark. Just this Tiger onslaught, the fans and everything just has Vinton-Shellsburg on their heels right now. There's a nice kill attempt, and that gets down. That was number 11 on that kill attempt. That was Haley Carr, one of the senior captains. getting a kill attempt. Breaks that Tiger scoring run of 7 points straight. And now the Vikings will serve, trailing 18-4. Serve is up, bumped up by Grinnell. Back to the middle and trying to get it up and over, and not quite. So Vikings get 2 points in a row, and it's now 18-5. Serve is up, bumped up by Grinnell. Quick set over the top by Isabel Hart that time. Picked her spot and dropped it right in the hole where nobody was. Point for Grinnell, 19-5. Tigers lead here in this first game. Kennedy Harms with the serve that time. Kill attempt nicely by Grace Fish. Bumped up by Grinnell. Attempt by McClellan is just wide. Right idea, McKenzie tried to go for that back corner. Right where the line judge is standing there, the lines come to an intersection point, and that's where the hitters want to aim. Try to get in that deepest part of that corner. Didn't quite get there, so it's a point for the Vikings. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grinnell. The set and the kill attempt. McClellan, that one's long as well. So 19-6. Vinton-Shellsburg will serve. When we say a free ball, that means there's no kill attempt by the offensive team. They just have to hit it over nice and easy. It's called a free ball. Oh, they said it was tipped. My apologies. They give Grinnell the point. Okay. I did not see the tip signal, so that was actually a point for Grinnell, a kill for McClellan, and Tigers lead 20-6 in our serving. Ball bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Hit over by their setter. Now back to Stensrud. Stensrud with a big kill. And let's see. Nope, they call it. It did hit the ground. Stensrud with the kill. Everything working for the Tigers. They lead 21-6 here in this first game. Service up. Played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Free ball over. Tigers have a chance here. Hart with the set. Short set in the middle. Tap down in the open spot for number 7. That's Kayla Lavender. Another kill. And all the momentum is in the Tigers' side of the court right now. They came out right off the bat with high energy and got up on Vinton-Shellsburg. Just have not allowed the Vikings to catch their breath in this first game. But we do play 3 out of 5. There's a kill attempt by Vinton-Shellsburg. Bumped up nicely by Grinnell. Now the set back to McClellan, and she hammers it home. Wow. Let's check that. That was number 6. Yeah, Mackenzie McClellan. All right. Hard to see the numbers. Black jerseys with the orange numbers here. 23-6 Grinnell, as you see on our Kirsch Collision Center scoreboard. There's a free ball back over by Vinton-Shellsburg. Bumped up nicely and played back by Grinnell. And we have a net violation called on the Tigers, I do believe. Nope, they called it 2 hits. You can't have the ball hit off of 2 hands, so when you put your hands together, if in the umpire's opinion, you go boom, boom off your hands, that's 2 hits. That's a violation, a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. Servers up, played up nicely by Grinnell. Back now to Stensrud. Her kill attempt dug up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a kill attempt, and just out. Just out, and Tigers are at game point at 24-7. Serving the game point is Mackenzie McClellan, the senior. One of 5 seniors on this Tiger team. Mackenzie serving for the game. Just out. So it's 24-8. Vinton-Shellsburg still alive. Subbing now for the Vikings, number 10 checking in, Riley Bogus for Coach Kearns. And here's the serve. Bumped up by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Over to Nolte. Block up and out of bounds. And that'll do it. Tigers win the first game 25-8. We'll take this break. Hear from our sponsors. We tell you you're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you, Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Back here at Tiger Gymnasium, Tigers win the first set 25-8. They lead 1-0, best 3 out of 5. As we are in between sets here. This Friday, of course, the Tigers have their home opener at TT Cranny Field. They host the Oskaloosa Indians at TT Cranny. We'll have our full video and audio crew there for our broadcast this Friday. Take the air about 7:15 or so, kickoff around 7:30. Also want to make mention the Grinnell Band Boosters are having their barbecue supper this Friday, so make sure you stop out and check that out. Leave the cooking to them, so bring the family. Come have some nice, good barbecue. Help support the Band Boosters and see a great Tiger football game against a longtime foe, now in a different conference, the Oskaloosa Indians coming to town. Again, check out our website, tigerslsn.com. It has our broadcast schedule along with links to each broadcast. If you're just joining us, we are doing all football games, both home and away. When we're home, we will do both video and audio. When they're on the road, we will have just audio only. It'll be radio style. So you can catch that as well. We're also on YouTube. Simply go to YouTube, type in the search bar Tiger Sports Livestream Network. You'll come to our homepage. If you click on the subscribe button, number one, we'd appreciate that. Number two, then you'll be given a notification every time we are set to have a broadcast hit the air. But the easiest way to get to us is go to tigerslsn.com and click on the links there to listen and or watch your favorite Tiger broadcast. We also have an app you can download from your Google Play or your Apple Store for your mobile device. We're also on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also Instagram. So check us out on all those platforms, Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
And a lot of people do not know this, that if you download the radio app, up in the top left-hand corner, if you hit that, it'll actually, those little 3 bars will take you to the website, and you can actually watch all of them live right there too. So just another way around that app that we have out there.
All right, Vinton-Shellsburg with the service. And the kill that time looked like Reagan Stensrud got the kill from the left side. Got the kill right down the line. Point for Grinnell, and they lead 1-0. Back serving for the Tigers. Looked like, I'm going to say Mackenzie McClellan. We'll check that number here. Kill attempt, and we have a net violation called on Grinnell, I do believe. Yep, one of the Tiger players was in the net. Yeah, McClellan had the serve. Again, like in so many sports, some officials watch the net really close, other officials let it go. As we've said before on all our sports, players and coaches to adjust to how the game is going to be called. There's a bump up by Grinnell, played back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Now they have a free ball over. Grinnell has a chance for an attack here. There's a set to Hart. Short set, poked over, nicely done. Kayla Lavender comes flying in, pokes it. Doesn't have to be a big swing to get a point. She saw where the hole was and just poked it right down there where that was and got the point, and Tigers lead 2-1. And Lavender to serve. Bumped up by the Vikings. There's a set back to the middle, to the left side to Fish. Partially blocked by Grinnell, set up by Hart. Over now to Knowlton. Her attempt is blocked, but it lands out of bounds. Point for Grinnell. Knowlton, number 8, they're just a sophomore. Second on the team in kills, right behind the leader, Mackenzie McClellan. Serve up by Grinnell. Bumped up, there's Fish with the kill attempt. Blocked back by Grinnell, played up. Hit over by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played back over to Nolte and just couldn't quite get there and put on the brakes, so it goes into the net. Plus it was a net violation as well. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. Just underway, Tigers won the first game, 25-8. They lead 1-0, best 3 out of 5. High school volleyball, the Tiger Sports live stream network. Chris Juni, Dan Walker with you here on this Tuesday night. I'm glad to have you with us. There's a big kill attempt swing by Stenzer, dug up nicely by the Vikings. Nice play. Kill back, bumped up by Grinnell. Over to Hart. Now to Knowlton, puts a big swing on block back, but played back over. We're still going. The best point of the match so far. That ball gets poked up and into the net. And Tigers hold on as the home fans really roar their approval. Great play on both sides of the net that time. But the Tigers get the point and they lead 4-2. Stensrud to serve for Grinnell. Bullet serve dug up nicely by the Vikings. There's a free ball over. Tigers have a shot here. Over to Hart. Down to Knowlton. Big swing blocked and down. My goodness. Kendra Knowlton unloading on the ball. Off the block, out of bounds. Point for Grinnell. Tigers coached by Zach Streets. Again, if you're wondering where he is, see the bright orange suit in your screen at the top of the screen? That's Coach Cerisa. Told my wife, I said, I want to get a suit like that. Her one-word reply was, nope. So, probably not going to happen. That ball goes out of bounds. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg. But Coach Cerisa can wear it and rock it pretty good, I must say. 5-3, Grinnell with the lead. Hart with a set. Short set to Gosling. Gets up and just hits it straight down. My goodness, good to see Aiden back out there. Missed all of last year with an injury. Just couldn't quite get in the flow of things. Didn't come back really till track season. What a track season she had, by the way. Went to state, got third place in the long jump, among other things. And very excited to be back here playing volleyball. I talked to her at a business I saw her at one time, and she just was so happy to be back and able to play. That's a two-handed hit by Vinton-Shellsburg, so that'll be a point for Grinnell. And she really solidifies that middle for Coach Cerisa. Again, with 10 blocks on the season, leading the Tigers in that category. There's a serve up by Hart. Bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set attempt now, and a swing and a miss. Grace Fish, just a little timing issue. Couldn't quite get the timing down. Ball falls to the floor. It's a point for Grinnell. That's number 2, Caitlin Smith on the serve for Grinnell. 5'6" sophomore coming in. Bumped up by the Vikings libero. Tipped over nicely, but played back nicely by Grinnell as well. Battle to net, won by Grinnell. A quick set over. Bumped up by Grinnell, and that's going to go out of bounds. Plus, there was a net violation anyway. That's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and it's 8-4. Coach Devin Kearns, I'm not sure what they said during the quarter break here, but it looks like a completely different Vinton-Shellsburg team. Much more energy, much more encouragement, and much more movement coming out of the Vikings. There's a serve up, played it by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Over now to McClellan. Big swing blocked down, but played back up by Grinnell. Back now to McClellan, tips it over. Bumped up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Kill attempt by the Vikings, and a block through the block. Hits the floor. Isabel Hart couldn't quite get up there to get the block on it. Addie Qualley gets her first kill. Or pardon me, not her first, but gets a kill. And it's 8-5. Grinnell leads Vinton-Shellsburg here in this second game. Our second game brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Hart with a short set to Gosling. Tips it up and over. Played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Big kill attempt, bumped up by Grinnell. Over to Hart, back to Stensrud. Stensrud gets up and has a kill attempt. Played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Again, Qualley with a kill and blocked straight down again. Tigers can't figure out the block on her. Qualley's second kill of this game. It's 8-6. Grinnell with the lead. There's a serve up. Played by Hart. Big swing that time by Smith. And they must have called a net violation on Grinnell, okay? So that point goes over to Vinton-Shellsburg, and it's 8-7. Vikings serving the tie here. Bumped up by Grinnell. And it is tied. Vinton-Shellsburg showing some signs of life here. 8-8 here in this second game. Tiger players meet in the middle, little quick confab, and they are ready to go. There's a serve. Bumped up by Hart. Over to Smith, big swing. Bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played back, kill attempt by Qualley. Hits the net. It goes down. Just a miss hit that time by Qualley. Tigers get the point, breaks that scoring run of Vinton-Shellsburg, and they lead 9-8. Kennedy Harms, the senior libero, goes back to serve for the Tigers and Coach Zach Cerisa. Service there by Grinnell. Serve goes into the net. It's tied up 9-9 once again. Haley Carr serving that for the Vikings. Kill attempt that time by Lavender, but had to bend back as she couldn't jump up and get into it. Not much on a block back easy by the Vikings, and the Vikings lead 10-9 here in this second game. What a battle back by Coach Devin Kearns and the Viking squad. Big swing that time off the block. Looks like it was tipped. It was. Off of Vinton-Shellsburg out of bounds, and Tigers get the point. Kayla Lavender back to serve, tied up at 10 apiece in this second game. Lavender serve bumped up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played over by the Vikings. Going to be a free ball back. Now Vinton-Shellsburg could go on the attack. There's a bump, the set, and the spike. Blocked back by Grinnell. Still played up and heading up and out of bounds. Vikings get the point, and it's 11-10, and we're going to get a timeout by Coach Zach Cerisa, and we'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Back here at Tiger Gymnasium, timeout taken by Coach Zach Cerisa. Tigers trail 11-10 after winning the first game 25-8. And my apologies, I've been saying Caitlin Smith been getting some kills. No disrespect to Caitlin, but it's actually been Mackenzie McClellan getting those kills on the left side, I was told. So my apologies to all Tiger fans and the players for that. And now both teams back out on the court, and we are set to resume. Shane Hart and Nikki Harder are the assistant coaches to Zach Cerisa. And we're having a substitution here. Let's see. Not sure what happened there. The players came out like they're supposed to, but the referee on the side didn't like what was done, I guess, so they made him do it again. And has some instructions for Coach Devin Kearns, all right? Here we go. Serve up by the Vikings. Bumped up. Hart. Big swing and bumped up nicely by the Vikings. There's a kill attempt blocked back by Grinnell, and that is going to go out of bounds. Tigers get that point, and we are tied at 11 all. Mackenzie McClellan with the big swing. Now Kendra Knowlton set to check in for Grinnell, replacing Caitlin Smith. McClellan with the serve. Bumped up by the Vikings. There's a set to the backside. Played up nicely by Grinnell. The pass Hart could not quite get to it. Vikings get the point. They lead 12-11. Vikings set to serve here. What a nice comeback by this Vinton-Shellsburg squad. There's a bump up over now to Knowlton. Kill attempt bumped up nicely. There's a set. Spike by the Vikings, bumped up by Grinnell. Played back. McClellan from the back row does an attack. It's going to be short. Tipped down nicely in the middle that time. That was number 7, Kayla Lavender. You can do that. The majority of the ball was over the plane of the net, so the other side can play it. Okay, I'm being told they gave the point to Vinton on that one instead, so they must have called a net violation. There's a big kill attempt by Knowlton. Hammered down and blocked out of bounds. That goes to Grinnell. And it's 13-12. Aiden Gosling come back in the middle. So your front line is Kendra Norton, Reagan Stensrud, and Aiden Gosling for the Tigers. There's a spike attempt. That's going to be a carry. When they raise their arm up like that, that's indicating a carry. You cannot carry the ball. You have to hit it with your hand. It's a violation. We are tied at 13 all. Here in game number 2, Tigers win the first game 25-8. Best 3 out of 5. There's a spike attempt blocked up by Grinnell, played up by the Tigers. Back to Hart, over and out of Nolte. Her attempt is hit and knocked down. Or Knowlton, rather. My apologies. I'll get it straight. I've had my own service errors tonight. 14-13, Grinnell with the lead. Knowlton, just a sophomore. Getting some good kills in. Serve up by Lavender. Bumped up by the Vikings. And a free ball over for Grinnell. And the ball not played by the Tigers, one of those miscommunication things. Vinton gets the point, and we are tied up at 14 apiece. Zach Cerisa just standing there with his arms behind his back. And that serve goes long by the libero, Molly Zierli. 15-14 Grinnell, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Reagan Stensrud now to serve, Tiger senior. Puts the ball up, and that service received was misplayed by the Vikings. Point for Grinnell, an ace for Stensrud, 16-14. Good to see Reagan back out there too. Had some tough injuries. 2 years ago as a sophomore, tore her ACL, hardly played. Came back last year, got her first kill. Good to see. I know her parents, and good to see them with smiles as Reagan gets back into volleyball action. That one goes into the net. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and 16-15. Again, they play best 3 games out of 5. They go to 25. You must win by 2. And yes, they will keep going until you get a clear winner by 2 points. There's a short serve, bumped up nicely by Grinnell, played back nicely by the Tigers, and caught Vinton-Shellsburg napping. What a play. I believe that was Hart, the setter. Saw the opening, just tipped it over where the hole was, and Vinton-Shellsburg dove and scrambled, could not get to it, and Tigers lead 17-15. Caitlin Smith set to serve now. There's the serve, played up nicely by the Vikings. Kill attempt over by Fish, played up by Grinnell. There's a set. Over now to McClellan. Big swing, blocked up twice, and still in play. Good job by the Vikings. There's a short set. Gosling hammers it home. Aiden, the state long jumper, showed it there, really got up and just hammered it to that back corner. Over the block even. And Devin Kearns is going to get a timeout. 18-15 Grinnell with the lead in the second game. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 18-15 is your score. Vinton-Shellsburg, lost the first game 25-8, but what a battle back by Coach Devin Kearns and her squad. They've actually led a couple different points in this match, but Tigers have strung together now 3 in a row, and they lead 18-15. Tigers will be serving. Caitlin Smith, a 5'6" sophomore, doing the honors for Grinnell. Here comes the serve. Bumped up by the Vikings. There's the set. Short set to the middle. Kill attempt by Haley Carr. And it is in. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. 18-16. Again, just cannot say enough about the job Coach Kearns and her staff did in getting the players to come back for this second set. They just basically got blown out. There's no other nice way to say it in that first game, but they have come back, are playing solid. There's a big kill attempt by Grinnell, blocked by Vinton-Shellsburg. Haley Carr got up there at 5'10", but blocked it out of bounds. It's a point for Grinnell, and the Tigers lead 19-16. That kill attempt by Mackenzie McClellan. Now the libero, Kennedy Harms, with a serve. There's a beautiful serve. Finding the hole in the floor. Some coaches call that by position. Other coaches just let it go. Time Coach Teresa did call out where he wants her to place the serve. And she puts it right there. There's a bump up. There's the set. Hit up and over. Going to get over the net, though. Tigers have a chance to attack. Back down to McClellan. Big swing. Bumped up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set over. There's the bump. Set to Hart. Backwards now to Stensrud. Stensrud puts it up. It's blocked down, but hits the net. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and they trail 20-17. Haley Carr to serve for the Vikings. There's the bump up by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Over to McClellan. Big swing. Tipped. Played up nicely by the Vikings. There's a set back. Kill attempt by Qualley. That time hits the net. Didn't get her back squared around to get squared up to it to get enough on it. Hits the net, drops down. It's 21-17 in Grinnell. Back to serve now Mackenzie McClellan for the Tigers. And her serve hits the net. 21-18. Grinnell with the lead. Tigers trying to go up 2-0 here. Again, best 3 out of 5 to 25. Serve up by the Vikings. There's a set to Hart. To the middle. Up and over. McClellan tried to tip it over. Not quite high enough. Couldn't tell who got that. Might have been Qualley. Could have been number 18, Camden Earhart. But tipped back over. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. The Vikings, and they trail 21-19. There's a serve up. Hart with a set. Over now to Stensrud. Big string by Stensrud. Blocked back. And the point to Vinton-Shellsburg is 21-20. 3 in a row scored now by the Vikings. Serve is up. There's a play up by Grinnell. Set by Hart now. Over to Stensrud. Big swing. Bumped up by the Vikings. Kill attempt. Played up nicely by Grinnell. There's a set by Hart. Over now to McClellan. She bumps it up. The Vikings have it back. Tipped up and over. Right there, though, is the Tigers. Kill attempt by McClellan goes long. Didn't get the snap through. We are tied at 21. 4 in a row scored by the Vikings. Zach Cerise has already used 1 timeout. Again, you get 2 per game. There's the serve up. Short set to the middle. Hammered down that time by Grinnell, but played up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Qualley with a kill attempt. Played up nicely by Grinnell, and we have a violation, a net violation on Grinnell. Looks like, couldn't see who they called in the net, but it's a point, and Vinton-Shellsburg actually leads this one 22-21. Played up by Grinnell. There's a short set attempt over, played back by the Vikings nicely, and that's going to drop. 23-21, Vinton-Shellsburg with the lead. Substitution in now, number 11 checking in for Grinnell. Couldn't see, I guess I misread that number. Let's see. The back up. It's Terrence Stallman getting in. And that one goes out as well, and it is game point for Vinton-Shellsburg. Coach Reese wants and gets and takes the second timeout. 24-21, Vikings with the lead back after this on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 24-21. Vikings serving to win this game too. Tigers win the first one 25-8. Here comes the serve up. Tigers bump it up. There's the set over. All the Tigers do is play it over. Free ball. Here's an attempt for Vinton-Shellsburg. Here comes the kill attempt. Blocked back by Grinnell and down. Couldn't see who got that. Looked like that was Kayla Lavender in the middle. Got that one back, and Tigers stayed off 1 game point. They trail 24-22. McClellan to serve for Grinnell. Bump up by the Vikings. There's a set backwards. Kill attempt played up nicely by Grinnell. Hard underneath it. Over now to Knowlton. Kill attempt up by Grinnell. Played back by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set up back to Knowlton. Swings. Played up by the Vikings. Kill attempt. Swing and a miss. That time. This misplayed by one of the Viking players. And now timeout taken by head coach Devin Kearns. Will take one as well. Back after this on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments. So no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 24-23, Vinton-Shellsburg with the lead. Coach Devin Kearns just took a timeout. Tigers will be serving. And it looks like Mackenzie McClellan, the senior, to serve. Tigers won the first game 25-8. Looking to come back and get this second one. And here we go. McClellan serve bumped up and misplayed by the Vikings, and we are tied. Tigers staved off 3 game points. They trailed 24-21, and now we are back at 24-all. Again, you have to win by 2. McClellan serve. That is just long. She right away clapped her hands and tapped her head, says, my bad. 25-24, game point now for the Vikings. Subs in for the Tigers and for the Vikings. Looks like Addie Qualley back to serve. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grinnell. Short set to the middle. Tipped up and over by Grinnell, and let's see what they call. A net violation on Vinton-Shellsburg. And we are back even at 25-all. Aiden Gosling in for the libero. If you wonder why sometimes they have to check in and sometimes they don't, if you're going in for the libero, you don't have to check in. That's all I know. Lavender with a serve. Tied up, 25-all, game 2. Kill attempt by the Vikings. Bumped up by Grinnell. Trying to get to it. Tipped up and over and just mishit and misplayed that way. And it's 26-25. Another game point for the Vikings. Subs in for Grinnell. Molly Zerley, the senior libero, set to serve. Serve is up. In play, bumped up, over to Hart. Short set to Gosling, tips it to the hole. Played up and over by the Vikings, still going. Hart sets it back. Stallman with the kill attempt. Up over the net, bounces up, played by Vinton-Shellsburg, and they get it over. Still going. Hart with a set now. Over to McClellan. Up and played up by nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. That time the off the block attempt goes out of bounds. And Vinton-Shellsburg wins the second game, 27-25. We are tied at 1 game apiece. We'll take this break for our sponsors. Come back. I just tell you you're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
back here at Grinnell High School gym. What a comeback by the Vikings. Vinton-Shellsburg, no other way to say it, just got really blasted in that first game, 25-8, and we're never really in it. Very easily could have just folded up the tent, but to their credit and Coach Devin Kearns and her staff, they came back and fought hard. They had match point, or rather game point, 24-21. Tigers battled back to even as the 24. Went back and forth, got back to 25 all. But Vinton-Shellsburg hung on, got the last 2 points, and they won that second game 27-25. Be sure to check out our website, tigerslsn.com. Has our broadcast schedule on there for both football and volleyball. Also has hyperlinks there. You touch on that or click on those links, you'll be taken right to that live broadcast. Also, if you look up there, you can meet members of the broadcast media team. There's TJW Media, Tyler Walker that can do graphics for you. Check that out. That much and more. Check it out. TigersLSN.com is our website. So we're all tied up at one game apiece here on this Tuesday night from Grinnell High School gym. Chris Juni, Dan Walker with you. Grinnell Tigers football on this Friday, both video and audio, as the Tigers have their home opener at TT Cranny. Tigers 2-0 in this young season. A thrilling, amazing, incredible victory at Bonnarant Ferrara last Friday, which you heard here. And look to get more this Friday as they welcome Oskaloosa before the last game before they start Class 3A District 5 play. So again, we're having some substitution issues here with the official explaining to Coach Devin Kearns something. Not sure what that's about, but they appear to have it all settled up. And we are just about set to start game number 3. Tigers will serve this one. And that'll be Mackenzie McClellan, the 5'9 senior, doing the honors for the Tigers. Here we go. Game number 3 brought to us by Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Served up by McClellan, bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set. Kill attempt, blocked back into the net. I think that was 4. I don't think it ever got over. So, point for Grinnell. They lead 1-0. Nice serve by McClellan. Barely clears the net. And that pass was played over. Both players one player from each team tried to hit it, but they both missed, but it landed in bounds. So Vinton-Shellsburg gets that point. And it's 1 apiece. Again, it's best 3 out of 5 games. Each team having won a game here so far. Set to Hart. Over back to Stensrud. She gets up and on top. Can't get quite, gets on top of it too much. Can't bring it down. Her kill attempt goes long. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and they lead 2-1. There's a set over now. Knowlton with the swing and into the net. It goes. Kendra Knowlton, a little bit of a misfire on that one, and it's 3-1. Vikings with the lead. Again, in high school volleyball, every point there's a score for somebody. Boy, they've got Knowlton measured now. She was getting her kill soon. Now the last 3 or 4 attempts, they've been blocked. There's a back row attempt by McClellan, played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Ball set up to Hart. Over now to Knowlton. Big swing. That time it's blocked and punched twice. Can't do that. It's a point for Grinnell. That was number 4, Josie Coots. Trying to block that one. Couldn't quite get all of it. Now checking in for the Tigers is number 12. That's Marin Sherman, a freshman. Getting some action and serving the ball. Serve is up. Played up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Hits the net, tips and goes through. Sadie Burke, a senior captain, gets that attempt to drop in. And it's 4-2, Vinton-Shellsburg.
Number 13 was Loudon. Lauren Loudon.
Oh, Lauren Loudon was 13 instead of 12. My apologies. All right, thank you, Dan Walker. Ball played over by the Tigers now. Big swing and a miss that time by the Vikings. Miss hit, goes into the net. Point for Grinnell, and it's 4-3. Stenzu now to serve it. Serve is up, played by Zerly. There's a kill attempt by Vinton-Shellsburg. That time goes a little bit awry. And Tigers have tied it up at 4 apiece. Again, it's best 3 games out of 5, and big game here because the winner of this one goes up 2-1. Diving attempt played up by Vinton-Shellsburg. That ball played back over and played back again. Vinton-Shellsburg bumps it over. Hart with a set. Over now to Knowlton. Big swing, blocked twice, 3 times, and that's going to be 2 hits. Coach Zach Ceresa applauding the effort of that play. Knowlton gets the kill. It's 5-4 Grinnell. As you see in our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard up there in the upper left-hand part of your screen. Don't forget our business card sponsors circling through the right part of our screen, upper right part of the screen as well. There's Knowlton again, and now getting those kills to drop down. It's weird how volleyball works like that. She had her kill attempts going early. Vinton-Shellsburg then blocked like her next 3 or 4, but she keeps swinging and found pay dirt. Gets the kill. Tigers lead 6-4. If I can kind of paraphrase a line from a very famous Pixar movie, just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. That's what they tell you. That ball goes into the net. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and it's 6-5. Tigers with the lead. Ball bumped up by Grinnell. There's a set over to Knowlton. Big swing, but goes way long. Didn't get scored up to it and couldn't get the snap down to drop it in there. And we are tied at 6 apiece here in game number 3. That time trying to do a quick set was number 9, Isabel Hart. She taps her shoulder, says, "That's my bad." Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and the Vikings lead 7-6. Now, Coach Devin Kearns talking to the floor officials. So we have a pause in the action here. Not sure what that's about. And now they're going to call the game administrator over, Mr. Kaufman. So if that's the case, it has something to do with the fans, I'm guessing maybe. Not sure what we got here. But Activities Director Chris Kaufman coming over to talk to whomever the party is. So here we go. Serve is up. Played up by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Knowlton with a kill attempt, and it goes long as well. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and they lead 8-6. Subs in for the Tigers. Number 2, Caitlin Smith. Also number 4, Aiden Gosling checking in as well. There's the bump. Set by Hart. Gosling with an attempt in the kill. The attempted kill, but blocked back nicely in play. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and they lead 9-6. So Vinton-Shellsburg coming back here with a vengeance. Again, played Grinnell last year up there and did beat Grinnell. Gosling with a tip over, played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Back to Hart. Hart over now to McClellan. It's blocked back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played up by Grinnell and drops down. Vinton-Shellsburg has all the momentum. Another point. They lead at 10-6. Timeout taken by Zach Streisand. Will take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyeyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Back at Grinnell High School, 10-6, Vinton-Shellsburg leads, and they are serving here in game number 3. That serve off as nearly goes out. That stops the 4-0 run. Point to Grinnell, and the Tigers trail 10-7. Caitlin Smith, the sophomore, back to serve now for Grinnell. Tigers trying to right the ship. Zach Cerisa very animated during that timeout, giving instructions to his team. There's a set up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Kill attempt, played up nicely by Grinnell. There's a set all the way over to McClellan. It's tipped up, back by Vinton-Shellsburg, tipped back by Grinnell. Still in play, bumped up by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Here comes McClellan, big swing, and she finds pay dirt on the far side. Gets it in, and Tigers trail 8-10. Now the captain for Vinton-Shellsburg comes up to address the official. Again, the coaches can't talk, only the captain can talk to the official. And that was Captain Allie Erickson getting some clarification. And here we go. Smith to serve. There's the serve up, bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. That's 2 hits on the pass. That's a point for Grinnell. Tigers have scored now 3 straight, and they trail 10-9. All tied up here, 1 game apiece, game number 3. Best 3 out of 5. Bump up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Kill attempt by Qualley, up and over the net, played by Grinnell. McClellan hits it back over. There's a set to the middle. Free ball for Grinnell. They can go on the attack. Quick tip over, and that was just out. Nice idea by Hart. Tipped it just out. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg. And it is 11-9. Vikings with the lead, and they are serving. Bumped up by Grinnell. Hart with a set over McClellan. Big swing. Partially blocked by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played up by the Vikings. Over now to Grinnell. Hart with a set again. McClellan with a swing again. That time she mishit it. That happens. And it's 12-9. Vikings with the lead. Bump up by Grinnell. Back set now in the middle. Smith with a kill attempt. Tipped up and short. Trying to give it a short set over, a dink over. Was Haley Carr. Couldn't quite get it to go. Point for Grinnell. 12-11 now. Vikings with the lead. 1 game apiece here. We're in game number 3. There's a play up. Hit over by the Vikings. Over to Hart now. Center set to McClellan. Taps it up and over. Played back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Swing and into the net was the attempt that time. Point for Grinnell, and Tigers have closed it to 1. They trail 12-11. Harms with the serve up into the net. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg. It's 13-11 Vikings, as you see on our Curse Collision Center scoreboard. So Vikings back to serve, leading 13-11. Bump up by Grinnell. Short set in the middle to McClellan. Kill attempt back or check that. That was Lavender. Hart goes up. Ball played up. Into play now to McClellan. She pops it over. Vinton-Shellsburg plays up. Qualley with the attempt. Bounces up high, giving chase to the Tigers, but it drops in. Qualley gets a kill, and it's 14-11, Vinton-Shellsburg. Momentum clearly now on the Viking side. Tigers have to figure out a way to wrest that away from Vinton-Shellsburg. That serve attempt goes long, just long back in the far corner. Point for Grinnell. Now coming back in to serve. Looks like number 12 will try to catch that number. It's either 12 or 13 for Grinnell. It's number 12 serving. That was Marin Sherman. Big kill attempt, blocked back nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Tipped up and over, and what do we have? Net violation on the Vikings. So that's a point for Grinnell, and it's 14-13. So Marin Sherman, a 5'9" freshman, now serving for Grinnell. Serve is up. Vikings played up and tipped over into the net, and we are tied. And Coach Kearns wants and gets a timeout. 14-all, game number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Back here to Grinnell High School. 14-all in this game number 3. Rally scoring high school volleyball, as we said at the top of the broadcast, when volleyball was first introduced. Only the offense, you can only score points if you're on offense or if you were serving. You can imagine that took forever, so they quickly changed that. And now every point, every thing in play scores a point for somebody. There's a kill attempt that just lands in. Nicely placed by the Vikings. Couldn't see who got that, but right on the back line it was, and it's 15-14 Vinton-Shellsburg. Haley Carr now back to serve for the Vikings. Serve is up, bumped up by Grinnell. To the middle, Tigers hit it, and that was number 7 for Grinnell, Kayla Lavender with the kill. And we are tied back at 15. Kendra Knowlton now checks in for Caitlin Smith. And McClellan's serve, a bit of a miss hit. Kind of smiles about that one. Got away with it, hits the net, goes over. So McClellan gets the service ace, and it's 16-15. Tigers with their first lead of this third game. Bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set to the middle. Net violation again, I think. No, they called a two-hand hit on Vinton-Shellsburg. Point for Grinnell. It's 17-15. Tigers with the lead. There's a serve bumped up by the Vikings. Over now, kill attempt is way long. Josie Coots that time could not get the snap and the wrist through to get the ball down. 3 in a row for Grinnell. It's 18-15 Tigers. There's a service played up. Set over in the middle to McClellan. Played up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Free ball over. Tigers have a shot here. To Hart. In the corner to Knowlton. Big swing. Blocked back and down. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. 18-16. Tigers with the lead. Vikings now to serve. Bumped up by Grinnell. Hart with a set. Stenzer with the kill attempt back. Blocked back by Vinton-Shellsburg. I must say, with the exception of that first game, games 2 and so far in this game 3, their timing and their blocks has been absolutely outstanding. Played up by Grinnell and hammered home by Vinton-Shellsburg. We are tied at 18. The rule on that is if the majority of the ball is over on the opponent's side, they can play it without anybody else touching it. 18 now apiece in game number 3. Tigers trying to get off the snide. There's a kill attempt by Stensrud. Played back nicely by the Vikings, and they're going to get it over. And it went across behind the barbershop pole on the far side. Good effort, though, by the Vikings to get that one even back and attempt to be in play. But it's a point for Grinnell, and it's 19-18. Now number 13 serving for Grinnell. That's Lauren Loudon. 5'6" junior comes in to serve. Serve is up, and that is a service ace. Found the hole in the defense there. Kind of a knuckleball serve. And it's 20-18, Grinnell with the lead. And it's all important, game number 3. Winner of this one goes up 2-1 in this best 3 out of 5. There's a serve just long. Just past the end line, point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and it's 20-19 Vikings. Substitution now for Grinnell. Loudon out and Kayla Lavender in. And she goes out and the libero comes back in, Kennedy Harms. Here we go. Servers up, played up by Harms to Hart. Stensrud with the swing attempt, and it gets the kill to drop home. Reagan Stensrud with a kill just when the Tigers needed it. 21-19 now is your score. I see Mom and Dad Stensrud down about 3 rows down below our broadcast position here, loving this action. And Reagan Stensrud to serve. Ball is up. Vinton-Shellsburg with a kill attempt, and nicely done that time. Getting the kill, number 16, Allie Erickson. And it's 21-20, Grinnell with the lead. Back and forth we go. Molly Zerly serving now for the Vikings. Played up by Harms. To Hart. To Gosling. Tries to drop it in. Played up. Still in play. Nice job by the Vikings. Hart with a set. Now we have a whistle and a net violation on somebody. Or no. They're saying it's out. Coach Devin Kearns arguing. Tells the captain to go ask the official what that call was about. Again, only the captain can talk to the official, not the coach. And when I say the official in the chair. And while that's happening, Coach Devin Kearns is talking to the floor official, trying to get some explanation of what that call was. Obviously not liking the explanation, but that's the way it stands. Point for Grinnell. The Tigers lead 22-20. Mark that one down in your scorebook at home. Servers up, played by Vinton-Shellsburg, and the short set over, tried to dink it over, was the setter. Could not get it to go. It's 23-20, and timeout taken by Vinton-Shellsburg. 23-20, Grinnell with the lead. Back after this on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Back here at Grinnell High School. 23-20, Grinnell with the lead. They will be serving in this game number 3. Each team has won once. It's best 3 games out of 5. Each game goes to 25. You must win by 2. Unless they get to the 5th game, then that goes to 15. Again, win by 2. Caitlin Smith set to serve for Grinnell. 5'6" sophomore for Coach Cerisa. There's a serve up, bumped up by the Vikings. Played up short, and just having to get it over is Vinton, but it goes out of bounds. And we are at game point, 24-20. Fans get on their feet here. Caitlin Smith set to serve. Here we go. Serve, played up by the Vikings. To the set. Free ball over for Grinnell. Bump up. to Hart. Short set to Gosling. Tries to drop it in. Gets it in and down. Aiden Gosling finds a hole. Tigers get the win in this game number 3, 25-20. They go up 2-1. We'll take this break for our sponsors and say you're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third-generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Back here at Grinnell High School, strange volleyball match. Grinnell came out on fire. It basically rolled right through Vinton-Shellsburg, winning the first game 25-8. Vikings come back, showing some grit and toughness and some mental toughness, and they won the second game 27-25. Then Grinnell responded back, gets the all-important game number 3, and Tigers win that one 25-20. So Tigers lead 2-1. We are set here for game number 4. And they play these games to 25, must win by 2. I'm not sure here what we're waiting on. Let's see. Okay, both players, I guess the officials, they're waiting for the official to come out and check the alignment for the position, so okay. The floor official has to do that, make sure the players and the numbers match up with their respective positions. And now he gets a sheet from the official score. We'll be set for action here in just a moment. I want to remind you again, this Friday, Tigers have their home home football opener at TT Crandon Field. They host the Oskaloosa Indians. We'll take the air about 7:15. We'll have video and audio for you. And kick off around 7:30 this Friday on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Also want to mention is the Band Boosters Barbecue Supper tonight, so come on out. They're serving from 5 to 7 right outside the stadium. Get yourself a great barbecue meal and support the Band Boosters as well. That's this Friday. All that coming up on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Vinton-Shellsburg with a serve, played up by Grinnell. Vinton-Shellsburg now with the attack attempt, bumped up by Grinnell. There's a step back, it plays off the beam. Now Tigers could have still played that, but they couldn't get to it. It's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. They lead 1-0. Ball is up. Over now to Stenzu. Big swing by Reagan Stenzu. Played up by Grinnell and up into the net. That time played back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Grinnell couldn't quite handle it. Into the net it goes, and Vinton-Shellsburg leads 2-0. Game number 4, our fourth game brought to us by Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Big swing and a kill that time. McClellan from the right side hammers it home down the line. Point for Grinnell. Tigers trail 2-1 as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Now McClellan back to serve for Grinnell as well. Played up by the Vikings. There's the set. Kill attempt by Qualley. Played over by Grinnell. Free ball back over by Grinnell. Vinton-Shellsburg can go on the attack. There's the bump. There's the set. And played back over by Vinton-Shellsburg. To the center they go, trying to find the hole, and doing so nicely that time. Kayla Lavender going up. Either it was told her. Let me try that again. When she went up, either one of her teammates told her where to put it, or she took a peek and saw the hole, put it there, and we are tied at 2 apiece. Easy for me to say. There's a service misplay by Vinton-Shellsburg. Off the serve by Grinnell. 3-2 now, Tigers with the lead. McClellan to serve. And that one goes into the net. Right away claps her hands and says, my bad. We are tied at 3 apiece. Caitlin Smith now checks in for Kendra Knowlton. Vikings to serve, 3-3. Played up by Harms, set by Hart. Over to Smith, puts it up and over. Played up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Vikings hit it up and over. Played back. And hit back by Grinnell. There's a swing by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played up nicely by Grinnell. Smith with the hit and going to get the kill, as they're going to call a lift on the block attempt by Vinton-Shellsburg. And Tigers lead 4-3. Aiden Gosnick in for the libero. Kendra Knowlton back in for Grinnell. So the front line is Gosnick, Knowlton, and Stensrud. Back serving is Kayla Lavender. Lavender's serve hits the net as well. And that's a point for Vinton-Shellsburg. It's tied up at 4 apiece. Molly Zerly serving now for the Vikings. Zerly serve played up by Harms. Short set. Gosling tips it, finds a hole again. While the big swings and the big kills, the hard hits are nice, that's just as effective. Again, don't know if Aiden took a peek on the way up or was told where to hit it by one of her teammates, but nonetheless put it in the opening, and Tigers lead 5-4. Stensrud to serve. Stensrud with a service ace. Ball got there in a hurry. Vikings didn't hardly even have a chance to react to it. Nice bullet served by Stensrud. It's 6-4 Grinnell. Stensrud the serve again, this time played up by Zerly. Over now to Vinton-Shellsburg. Block was there, but knocked out of bounds off the block. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg. Coming in now to serve for the Vikings. Looks like number 8, Madeline Blaze. If I read that number right. Hard to see with the ponytail down the back, but I believe that was Madeline Blaze. Knowlton with a kill attempt. Off the block, drops in. And that is the point for Grinnell. They lead 7-5. There's actually number 6, Bryn Wilden, serving for the Vikings. My apologies to Bryn and the Vinton-Shellsburg Vikings fans watching tonight. Tigers with a serve. Caitlin Smith to do the honors for Grinnell. Bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set. Kill attempt is in. Just in. That was Grace Fish, the sophomore, getting that one to drop in there. And it's 7-6. Grinnell with the lead. Vikings to serve. Bumped up by Harms. Over to Hart. To McClellan. Big swing and a big block. That time Haley Carr was there at 5'10", 5'11" to get the block, but it went out of bounds off of her. Point for Grinnell. Kurtz Collision Center, our scoreboard sponsor. You see that scoreboard in the upper left-hand part of your screen. There's a kill attempt by Qualley. Over to Hart. Here comes McClellan, drops it inside, and again, not always the big swings count. Like a famous baseball player said, hit it where they ain't, and that's what Tigers are doing. They're putting it where they are not. My apologies to pronunciation police out there. I know that's not good English to say the word ain't, but I was quoting a famous baseball scribe, so there we go. Hit it where they aren't. How about that? There we go. That played up off of Vinton-Shellsburg. Kill attempt played back by the Vikings. Over to Hart. Short set to the middle. McClellan with a big swing. Nicely dug out of there by the Vikings. Kill attempt back by Qualley. Played up by Grinnell. Hart over to McClellan. Big swing, but it goes out of bounds. McClellan tried to spin it down the line. Couldn't quite get it, and it's 9-7. Grinnell with the lead. Much more energy by both teams in this fourth game. Grinnell leads 2-1. Nice dugout there by Grinnell. Played up by Grinnell, blocked back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Over now to Stensrud. She takes the big swing. It was tipped, but falls in anyway. Stensrud gets a kill, and it's 10-7. Grinnell with the lead. Serve up by Grinnell, played up into the net. Kind of a scrambling there was Vinton-Shellsburg, could not get it up over the net. Point for Grinnell. Tigers lead 11-7. Serving for Grinnell, number 9, Isabel Hart, the senior setter. Father Shane Hart, one of the assistant coaches for Coach Zach Cerisa. That serve goes long. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg, and it's 11-8. Nikki Harder, the other assistant coach to Coach Zach Cerisa. If you don't know who Coach Cerisa is, he's standing up, and oh yeah, he has a bright orange suit on. That's Coach Cerisa for you, so that's how you can tell him. There's a rotation attack, killed by Lavender, blocked back by Vinton-Shellsburg. Attempt bumped up by Grinnell. Over to Harms. McClellan with a kill attempt, just long. From way back, trying to get that far corner, could not quite get it. Point for Vinton-Shellsburg. 11-9, Grinnell with the lead is your score. As you see in our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Also, scoreboards in the upper left, our business card sponsors in the upper right. Make sure you check them out as well. There's a kill attempt by Stensrud. Dug out nicely by the Vikings. Over now to Qualley. Qualley's attempt, played up by Grinnell. Still in play. And have a free ball over. Vikings have a chance here. There's a set, short set in the middle. Swing and just wide was Josie Coots. Right idea on the short set. Again, the short set being the ball is not set as high. Usually played a short set for the middle attacker, with the idea being a chance to get the ball in play before the defense has a chance to rotate. 12-9, Grinnell with the lead. Played up by Vinton-Shellsburg. Free ball over now for Grinnell. Bumped up by Grinnell to Stensrud. Her kill attempt down the line. Played up by the Vikings. Having to get it over deep in the back court. That's a tough one. Could not do so. Point for Grinnell. They lead 13-9, and timeout taken by Coach Devin Kearns. 13-9, Grinnell with the lead. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Back here at Grinnell High School. Grinnell leads 2-1 in this best 3 out of 5. And you see the score up in the upper left-hand corner on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Tigers lead 13-9 here in game number 4. This is our first of 5 broadcasts. You can check out our website, tigerslsn.com. Has our broadcast schedule for football and volleyball. Also has links on there. You can click on those links and be taken right to either the archive broadcast or the live broadcast. tigerslsn.com. Check it out. There's a miss hit that time by Vinton-Shellsburg. Camden Earhart cannot quite find the rhythm. Ball goes down to the ground, and point for Grinnell. That serve goes into the net again. Mackenzie McClellan. Unusual number of service errors for the Tigers tonight. 14-10, Grinnell with the lead. There's a kill attempt, blocked back by Vinton-Shellsburg, lands in play. It's a point for the Vikings, and Grinnell leads 14-11. Again, this one goes to 25. If they get to that fifth game, it'll only go to 15. There's an attempt, lands just in, right in front of Coach Devin Kearns of the Vikings. If it hits the line, it's in. Couldn't tell from our angle, but the line judge was right on it. Called it in, and Tigers get the point. Back now serving is Kayla Lavender for the Tigers and Coach Zach Sarisa. Ball played by the Vikings. Over now to Grace Fish. Fish's attempt is in, finds the back corner. Gets it to drop in, and it's 15-12. Grinnell with the lead. Tigers lead in games overall, 2-1. Molly Zerly serves it up for the Vikings. Bump up, Hart chases it down. Stenzu with the kill attempt. That was a miss hit there as well. Goes into the net, and it's 15-14. Zerly with the serve once again. Bumped up by Grinnell to Hart. Over now to Knowlton. Big swing by Knowlton. Partially blocked, played up by the Vikings. Over now to Fish. Gets it over. Attempt back set to the middle to McClellan. She bumps it up, played up that time by Zerly. Nicely done. Hit the city, was still played and in play. Vikings save it. Over now to Grinnell. Set over to Knowlton. Big swing, blocked up. In play it is. Right on the net line and tapped down by Vinton-Shellsburg, but you can't do that. They reached over. Oh, no, they called a net violation, okay? I thought the ball had not cleared the plane, the Tigers' side. You can't reach across in the opponent's plane and play it, but they called a net violation, so point for Grinnell. Stenzu with a serve. Bullet serve bumped up nicely by Vinton-Shellsburg. Free ball over. Set to Hart. Quick step back over. That time she finds, it's called a dink. Looks like she's going to set it. Finds the open hole. Drops it in for point for Grinnell. Again, you see the score on our Kursk Collision Center scoreboard located in the upper left part of your screen. Stenzu with a serve. That serve has some spin on it. Goes awry. Another point for the Tigers. Tigers on a bit of a roll here. Bench getting into it. Student support's been great, as well as the fan support. Tigers trying to close this one out. Stenzu with a serve. Hits off the net. Played up by the Vikings. Still up in the air, but drops down. Point for Grinnell. And it's 19-13. Tigers with the lead. And timeout taken by head coach Devin Kearns. 19-13, Tigers with the lead. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 19-13, Grinnell with the lead here in this game number 4. Grinnell leads 2-1. You need to win 3 out of 5 to claim the match. Obviously, if Grinnell wins this, they would win the match 3-1. If Vinton-Shellsburg comes back and wins this, they would be tied at 2 games apiece. We'll then play a 5th set, and that set only goes to 15. But again, you must win by 2. Reagan Stenzu to serve now for Grinnell. Ball is up. There's a serve. Bullet serve. Played back by the Vikings. Caught it by surprise. Not much you could do there. Hit right at one of the Viking players. All you could do to get it back. And it's 20-13 now. Grinnell with the lead. 6 in a row run off by Grinnell. Ball hits the net. Played up by the Vikings. There's a set. Free ball over. Harms with a bump over to Hart to Knowlton. Big swing, puts it home. My goodness, Kendra Knowlton, the sophomore, has all the Tigers. Big swings, gets the point. 21-13, Grinnell with the lead here in game number 4. Played up nicely by Grinnell. There's a hammer down by Vinton-Shellsburg. Played back by Grinnell. There's a bump. Set to Hart. Over to Knowlton. Another big swing, and she puts it down again. Right down the line. Knowlton, 2 big swings, 2 big kills. 22-13. Also want to mention we'll have head coach Zach Cerisa on our post game tonight following this match. Our post game brought to us by the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network, so stay tuned for that. Head coach Zach Cerisa on our post game following this match. Ball played by the Vikings. By Grinnell. McClellan with a middle attack, and it goes outside, goes wide. That finally ends a scoring run for Grinnell. They had scored 8 straight. A point to the Vikings, and it's 22-14. Not over yet. Vinton-Shellsburg to serve. Ball is up. Bumped up by Stensrud. Bumped back by Vinton-Shellsburg, and they find the hole. 22-15. Vinton-Shellsburg saying not just yet, and that serve goes into the net. Point for Grinnell is 23-15. Caitlin Smith, a sophomore, into serve now for Grinnell. Tigers looking to close this one out. They get these next 2 points. Serve is up. There's a misplay by Vinton-Shellsburg, and we are at match point. In effect, Vinton-Shellsburg has 9 match points they have to hold off. Caitlin Smith set to serve for the match. Here we go. Serve is up. Bumped up by Vinton-Shellsburg. There's a set. Short set to the middle of the fish. Blocked back by Grinnell. Still over. And they called a violation. They called a lift on Vinton-Shellsburg. That will do it. Tigers win the 5th game, or the 4th game, 25-15. Win the match, 3-1. We'll take this break, hear from a lot of members of our Tiger Sports Live Stream Network sponsors, and we'll come back, have some stats and recap, and then hopefully we'll have Coach Zach Cerisa as well. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Back here at Grinnell High School, where Coach Zach Cerisa is making his way up here. We'll get him all hooked up here. All right, Coach. slip those on, and we'll get this down here for you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win, a 3-1 win. And, boy, couldn't ask for a better start. Just came out and rolled right over Vinton-Shellsburg, put them in shock, got that first game. Talk about how your girls prepared and came out with such intensity and effort.
Yeah, I think going into the game against Vinton-Shellsburg, we knew that just like every other team we play, playing our game of volleyball works. And I think focusing on that and just staying true to that, knowing that we can make aggressive errors and knowing that we need to play to win instead of playing not to lose, right from the get-go helped really well. I also think playing well right out of the get-go hurt us a little bit there, which kind of took us by surprise for the second and third sets. But I'm really proud of how we rumbled through it, how we persevered, and how we got back on track.
Vinton-Shellsburg seemed to have an answer there for a while. The first game, your hitters were getting just kills at will. I don't know if Coach made an adjustment, if Coach Devin Kearns made an adjustment, or what did you see there? Because all of a sudden their blocks were true, their timing picked up, and your hitters were having a tough time getting it home.
For Vinton-Shellsburg last season was the absolute scrappiest defensive team in our conference. It was not even close. It was really, 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 really awesome to see that wasn't just like a one-year thing, that is now, like that is how their program is structured. Like we saw it at all the younger levels tonight. And then maybe I think first set we may have caught them by surprise, just like they caught us surprised by in that second and third set. But they got back to their roots of being scrappy, and they really did shut down our hitters. And that took us by a big shock after the first set results.
So you're tied at 1-1. You're in that third set. It went back and forth, and it was tied there about 20-20 or thereabouts. And you called that timeout. What did you tell the girls there? Besides obviously, let's close this out. What did you sense in that last time? Because they reeled off 5 straight points and got that all-important win in that third game there.
I have a lot of flaws as a coach, and one of them is in those high emotional situations. I tend to elevate those feelings sometimes, and I think we were trying to make too many adjustments. I was giving a little too much feedback, so in that timeout it was hey guys, you guys have worked really hard. At the end of the day, I trust you guys more than life itself, and so I trust you guys to just go out there and play hard volleyball, and I think we really did see them make that change. So learned a lesson tonight, and I'm really excited that they were able to use that and play carefree.
Again, you mentioned Vinton-Shellsburg scrappiness, and of course last year you went up there and you lost, and by your own words, didn't maybe play your best game, a little bit of a frustrating loss, so check this one off the box. But your team just keeps on rolling, Coach, and I know when they get playing like this, you want to just see them play, but you have a whole slew of hitters. It was nice having Aiden Goslink back and Knowlton, the sophomore, different ways you can hit McClellan attacking from the back row, all kinds of options and weapons, and really makes it nice to draw up things when you have that many weapons.
At the same time, I completely agree. They've worked really hard. At the same time, it's been really cool that although it looks like we have all those options, at the end of the day, it's still simple volleyball. Like we're not doing any trick plays or any of that. Like most teams can figure out what we're running, but the difference is we run it just so well, it doesn't matter whether you've prepared against it or not, I mean, they did catch us by surprise. They're a great defensive team, but at the end of the day, I trust our version of volleyball. This weekend, we play top-ranked Dowling Catholic, top-ranked Regina, and then Iowa City West, which is an incredible program with a couple over 6'3" girls on that team. 3 very tough matches right away in pool play, but I know that our style of volleyball can get the job done. We just got to come out swinging.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Appreciate your time here, and keep it rolling, and we will see you on our next broadcast down the road.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Grinnell Tiger head volleyball coach Zach Cerisa on our Tiger Sports live stream postgame. And that'll wrap it up for us tonight. For Dan Walker, I'm Chris Juni. Once again, Grinnell wins 3-1 over Vinton-Shellsburg. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.